Hello and welcome back to our English classroom, and we will discuss today about Unit 7. In Unit 7 there is the topic about interaction in a language class. Guys, this is very much important for our English language classroom because interaction is the very necessary point through which we can have the clear conversation with our learners, and through this interaction we can create, the teacher can create the very smooth atmosphere, the very comfortable atmosphere, the jolly atmosphere, environment, the joyful and trauma free environment into the classroom, so that the learners can easily cope up with any kind of learning. So guys, this is very much important. So let's begin. Yes, it is about creating child-centric environment. Okay, we know that in our ancient times there were the teaching system which were centering on the teacher. Okay, in our ancient times they were teacher-centric education, but now time has been changed, and with passing of time the education system had already been changed. Now the focus is totally given to the child. Now the focus is totally given to the learners. Now the environment will be child centric into the classroom. Now the education system is totally focusing on the child centricity. Okay, what are those? First of all, teacher provide learning opportunities and guides a range of meaningful learning. Okay, so first of all, it is the primary duty of the teacher to create a meaningful learning situation in the classroom, so that the learners can have their learning very easily. Now the next point is teacher provides learning situations that give children an opportunity to observe and explore, question, experience and develop their own understanding of various concepts. So guys, you can understand this is very much important for the sake of the learning of the learners, or you can say the students. Now children participate actively in different activities. Guys, this is very much important for the sake of fruitful learning of the children, of the learner, because in ancient times it is seen that only the teachers were very active in the teaching system or in the education system. It is not found that the children will have to be make very active into that. But now the total system has been changed. In this new type of situation, in this new type of educational system, the children are made active. The children participate very much in their active manner in different activities. Okay, and this is being very much focused also in education, in new education system. And the next point is children construct knowledge on their own based on their experiences inside and outside the school. Okay, so guys, you can understand that children will construct their knowledge regularly and gradually. Okay, one by one, not only from their experiences of the outside but also inside of the school. So the environment, the atmosphere of the school will be very much fruitful for the sake of their good and proper learning of the children. And children work both individually and also in groups, discussing, sharing, cooperating and respecting others' viewpoints. Guys, you can remember while I was discussing about cooperative learning teaching, I was saying to you that in case of cooperative learning teaching, cooperation is the first criteria. Well, where all the students will cooperate with each other in case of their problem solving or any kind of given situation. Okay, so here also from these process, the children will learn how to cooperate with each other, how to share the things with each other, and also they learn how to discuss. They also learn the results of discussing with each other in groups, sometimes individually, and they also learn to respect others viewpoints, which is very much necessary as the fact of their learning. Okay, now the next point is timetable. Timetable is flexible. Okay, timetable will be very much flexible, which will depend to a large extent on what children want to do. Okay, while being the teacher, we are going to make the timetable. We have to follow what the children actually want to do. Okay, on their necessary demands, we will make the timetable of the school or the class. Okay, seating arrangement changes according to the activity being organized. Okay, because in the classroom there are many kind of students. There will be very gifted learners, there will be slow learners, there will be medical learners. So there are several types of learners, and we have to make the arrangement. Okay, we have to make the arrangement of the seating order, keeping the fact in our mind. Okay, and the next point is a variety of materials, age and equipment are available and used by children, which is very much necessary. And the next point is children are engrossed in what they are doing. Okay, being a teacher, it is our responsibility to keep focus or to keep a watch on the children, that either they are engrossed in their learning or not, either they are very much active in their learning or not. Okay, either they are very interested in the children have the curiosity in their learning or not. Okay, and the next point is assessment is a part of the teaching learning process. We all know that assessment is very much necessary, because onto that the teachers can have the clear idea that how many children can acquire the learning in a proper manner or not. Okay, and onto that we can arrange the remedial class also. So assessment is the part of teaching learning process. This is very much true in sense. And children are assessed while doing activities. Okay, we will give the several activities to the children, and while the children are performing several activities, we will have watch on them, and we will make the assessment onto them. A report conveys the learning and progress of the child. Okay, and based on that kind of assessment, we will the teacher will make the report, which will convey their learning level and also their progress level. Okay, the progress level and the learning level of the children. And last of all, we can say that children's progress is reported in qualitative terms. Okay, you can understand, in qualitative terms, and all aspects of development. Okay, because there are several kinds of development in the life of children, like physical development, mental development, and also the social development, emotional development, moral development, and so on. So it is very much necessary to have our viewpoint onto that all kinds of development. Okay, so now move to the next slide. Yes, it is about National Curriculum Framework and Right to Education, and the statement on the approach to school education in West Bengal focused primarily on 3 areas. So what are those 3 areas? Yes, the first criteria is child centricity. Child centricity in education in its true sense. Guys, I have just told you before that in ancient times, the education system was very much focused, was very much centered on teacher. Okay, it was teacher centered education system. But now, with the passing time, the education system has been changed for the sake of the learning of the children. So now the focus is given totally to the children's demand. Okay, what the children actually need to know, what the children actually need to know for their basic learning. So now the education is very much centered on the children. Okay, so this is the first criteria. And the second thing is that providing a joyful and trauma-free learning environment in which the students will learn through construction of knowledge, creation and recreation of learning experiences under the effective guidance and motivating presence of the teacher. Okay, so it is our very much our duty of all the teachers to create the trauma-free atmosphere, to create the trauma-free environment into the English language classroom, so that the children can cope up with any kind of situation, so that the children can learn in a very jolly atmosphere, so that the children don't have the trauma in their mind about any teacher, basically language teacher, because unless or until the students can remove their shyness from their selves, from the part of them, they will not learn anything from you, from the part of your teaching. So it is the primary duty also of the teachers to create the trauma-free learning environment, and also at the same time a joyful environment into the classroom, which will help not only the students but also will help the teachers to create a fruitful learning atmosphere in all. And last of all, we can say that adoption of a true system of continuous and comprehensive evaluation, that is CCE. Guys, this is very much important term. Sometimes question also may say it onto that write the full form of CCE. Okay, so it is continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Keep it in your mind that adoption of a true system of continuous and comprehensive evaluation in order to relieve the young minds from the anxiety of examination. Okay, guys, you can understand, because sometimes the students can have the anxiety about the final examination, but now the time has been changed. Now there are several times of terms of examination, like first term, second term, mid term. There are several terms of examination, and so that the children are very much acquainted, are very much familiar with those kind of examination, so very naturally there will be no trauma, there will be no fear, or they will not be scared anymore about the final examination. They will not feel any kind of anxiety about their final examination, because there are several types of continuous and comprehensive evaluation in the duration of their learning process. So this is also very much important, and this is the third criteria according to National Curriculum Framework and Right to Education Act. Okay. Now we have to have a very clear concept about fluency, accuracy and appropriacy, which is very much important for the sake of learning English language, because we are the teachers and we have to know that how we can acquire the fluency. Okay, how we can acquire the accuracy, and also how we have the appropriacy in case of English language learning. So now, what is fluency? Fluency refers to the ability to smooth and quick reading of text aloud and converse orally with others. It may also refer to the ability to write in a spontaneous manner. The term is often used in language and out of instruction. Fluency can be assessed on an ongoing basis through various languages assessment. Fluency is the property of a person or of a system that delivers information quickly and with expertise. Fluency is a speech pathology, that means the smoothness or flow with which sounds, syllables, words and phrases are joined together when speaking quickly. So guys, you can understand what is fluency. Okay, so now move to the next slide. It is about accuracy, which is also very much important. Accuracy refers to how correct the learners use the language system, including their use of grammar, pronunciation and vocabulary. Accuracy is often compared to fluency. When we talk about a loud noise level or speaking and writing, we can conclude that both the accuracy and fluency are important in learning a language. Accuracy, we can say, what depends on the linguistic skills, especially the knowledge of grammar or a structure, idea of language functions. It refers to the capacity of a language to produce grammatically correct sentences. This is very much important. Okay, and now move to the next slide, which is about appropriacy, which is also very much important, guys. Appropriacy refers to whether the word is suitable for the context it is being used in. It is an important aspect of language, but an extremely complex one, as decisions about how to say things depend on understanding exactly what is right for the context and culture. Okay, so we have to make the appropriate, or we have to choose the appropriate word in appropriate language. Guys, we know that the women, they prefer to wear the ornaments for looking gorgeous, for looking, very good in among all. So like it also, the language can also be ornamental with the using of rhetorical functions like pun, simile, metaphor, metonymy, diagma, chiasmus, alliteration, assonance. There are several types of literary, figures. There are several types of rhetorical figures with which one can have the appropriacy of the language. Okay, like I can give an example here. I'm saying that she died very early. Okay, this is a very simple sentence. She died very early. Now I'm putting an rhetorical function into it. I'm saying now that she made second sleep very early. Okay, so this is called, metonymy or synecdoche also, which means the part for the whole and whole for the part. Okay, so second sleep means death. Okay, so I'm, instead of saying that she died early, I'm saying that she made her second sleep early. So second sleep is for her death. Okay, so this is actually the appropriacy, which depends upon you, that how we will use the appropriate word in appropriate situations in case of your English language learning in your classroom. So guys, this is all about the part 1 of unit 7, and in the next class we will discuss about the part 2 of unit 7. Thank you very much, and we'll meet in the next class. Till then, happy learning and stay safe.